Hello and welcome to the Edges of Earth. My name is Brock. Today I'm going to go to the top of the mountain, which is just out my door, kind of. And there's an old ancient ruins up there, I guess. So I seen a couple photos online and decided that I wanted to go. It's been kind of cold lately. This is the first, maybe the second day that it's been okay outside. So I think I'll survive going to the top. I won't freeze to death. I have a sweater and a coat. Hopefully I'll survive. Really quick, I can give you my room tour, which is tiny. Check this out. So basically this is my kitchen, bedroom, living room. Then if you go out here, this is the bathroom by the way. If you go out here, this is actually where I'm going. This is my view, it's kind of nice. Up here at the top of the mountain somewhere is the place that I'm going. And also after I go there, there's also a nice restaurant. I think I'm going to go to this restaurant and see what it looks like. Wow, it's dark in here. How about that? I'm gonna go to a nice restaurant nearby. I'm gonna walk there. It's a bit of a walk, but it'll be a nice view of the city. Very fast. Thank you. Thank you. So I decided to stop and have a little bit of coffee before I went to the mountain. She brought... What was in that small glass? Was that a shot glass? Water or vodka?
It's raki.
What is it?
Raki.
Yeah, it's like... What time is it? It's 8:42 a.m. Wow. This is the... Very good. Oh my god. Very early. Yeah, there's like three old gentlemen out here. I'm at a coffee shop. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and they're already doing shots. That's amazing. Anyway, grabbing some coffee before I go to the mountain. I was asking about this because they brought it to the other person and they brought me one, but I'm definitely not going to drink it, but I will buy it for the other men out there. I asked the man from the coffee shop how to find a bus to take me to the top of the mountain, and he says, come with me. And he brought me in his personal car and drove me 1 minute to the bus area, and then he talked to the local man for me and told me how to get to the top. So far the people in Albania have been super friendly. Awesome, so I just went up the mountain. The total cost was 100 lek, which is about $1 US. I just gave him an extra 100 just to be kind, I guess. The view is really cool up here. I thought it was going to be much colder. It's not. The views, check it out. Behind me is the sea. They dropped me off right over here. I have to go up the mountain. Looks like maybe about 5-minute walk. I can see it from here. So I found the entrance. On the sign it says it costs 300 lek to get in, so about $3 US, something like that. I don't know how long the walk is to the top. Oh wow, like a huge piece of glass. It's really thick. I don't know what that's all about. So the doors are open, but the ticket booth is closed. Nobody's here. I guess I'll have to find a security guard, maybe, to pay him. I'm not sure where to go. There's really no signs up here that explain anything that I've seen. Nobody's here. So I'm just kind of going wherever it looks awesome. Wow, there's a whole nother mountain over here. You probably can't see it, but it's still covered in snow. Right now it's in the middle of March. Apparently, this place has been bombed twice, hundreds of years ago, and then also the most recent one was in World War I. They were bombed, so a lot of it has been lost. Oh wow. Yeah, this place must have been huge, absolutely massive. The whole section over here, plus there's a whole section over here that's gone, plus I'm sitting on a lot of rubble, so must have been one heck of a place before it was destroyed. So I'm kind of looking around still. I noticed that these walls are, my God, they're like 5 foot thick of rock. Yeah, about 5 to 6 foot thick of stone and rock and concrete. Another interesting thing that I found, because I'm a nerd, is the rocks at the bottom. So the foundation is particularly huge. You must understand that these rocks are obviously very old. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old it was built, but the rocks down below obviously are the oldest and the biggest. So it's kind of interesting because back then they had the least amount of technology, but yet the rocks are more impressive than the ones above. So stuff like that is very interesting to me. It makes you go, We have simple rock building at the top, but the further and the older that you go, it becomes, at least at the bottom, more advanced. One thing that catches my attention is this right here. Look at this joint. It makes me think that it was poured rather than carried. So they had some type of cement mix or something. It's very interesting. But the bottom goes first, so it just feels a little bit weird. Like, why would you would think you'd put a flat one at the bottom and then adjust the tops, but they didn't. It just doesn't logically make sense. It feels weird to me, but it's cool. You would think the bottom would be flat and then they'd all be flat, but why would they do this? I have no idea. It's kind of interesting. Another interesting joint over here. The ticket booth is open. Someone's here. It's open, but nobody's here. I guess I will come back soon. I can see my house here, somewhere right down in that area near the coast. You can see the remaining outline rocks on the ground. I don't know what they were, maybe someone knows. On the board below it said that there were about 300 stone houses or residences here, so it's possible that one of these were a residence, I'm not sure, or at least the outline's a weird shape, but it's interesting to think that there were residences here somewhere. I don't know how big they were or what shape they were. Maybe not. It kind of looks like a circle in the middle. I'm not sure what that was. But it's cool to think that there were 300 houses inside this whole area. Maybe they were here, maybe they were over there, maybe they were down there. I'm not sure. I would just love to see what this place looked like hundreds of years ago before it was all bombed. I'm not sure what's in here, but this is definitely from our era. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to slip and die. Wow, what is this? Oh, wow. There's an entrance over here. I'm not sure what I'm doing, trying to peek in the window. There's a door here. Let's go check it out. This is new. The concrete on the ground is definitely from our era. A lot of graffiti on the wall. Not sure what this was or is. Yeah, the cement on the ground is relatively new, I guess, in the last 100 years. I'm not sure about the walls. I don't know, kind of cool. Maybe this was a house. I doubt it. This doesn't feel like a house to me, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. This must be the electrical building because they have like an internet tower here and cameras looking at me. But I'm not sure what's over here. Just the last little remaining windows. Wow. Yeah. More modern stuff here. I like that you can just wander and explore, and there's not regulation, or at least insane regulation like there are in so many other places. You can't really go and do stuff and walk and explore and look where you want to, but here it's just like, just go and enjoy. So this is it. This is basically the very highest point of this whole area, and you can kind of see what this whole place looks like. It's really cool. There might be other places to see. I just don't know about it. I think down here there's a cave. when I was far over at that corner, I could see a cave down here. I don't think we can go there. I would like to. I don't know what's in there. I don't know where it was. Maybe it was down here? I don't know. But I don't want to break any rules. It would be really cool to see what is in there. I'm sure I would find remnants of people, maybe graffiti. I'm not sure. I sure would like to go inside. By the way, it's so much nicer up here than I anticipated, because when I look around, I see mountains with snow on the top, so I thought for sure that it was going to be really, really cold, but it's not. Today is actually, I mean, it's cool. I can't feel my nose, but it's one of the nicest days I've been in for the last 6 months. So that's nice. Anyway, I'm kind of leaving. I still don't see the man in there, so I'll just leave money on the table. How about that? I need a flat rock. There we go. So I left some cash up there. Hopefully, someone eventually finds it. Spring is just beginning. You'll see a couple flowers here and there, but there's trees right here that have the smell. The smell here is amazing as you walk through this area. The flowers are so good. So I definitely haven't researched at all. I have no idea where I'm going. It looks like there's buildings over here, so I guess I'm walking this way. So I just finished walking through that village back there. Unfortunately, there weren't many things to look at. It was just all residential, and all of the gates were closed, and there was no side roads or alleys to walk through, so there was kind of nothing to really do or see. So anyway, I guess I'm going to arrive at my next destination sooner than I thought. It's just like a restaurant. Every single person that I have talked to in this whole town have all told me that I need to go to this restaurant. Just when I was getting ready to fly a moment ago, I seen a man who was shoveling manure onto some trees. There were a lot of trees in that area. And I asked him, I translated, what is the purpose of these trees? And he says, they're olives. He said a word in his language, and I guessed at the meaning, and sure enough, the translation means olives. So those are olive trees that they take care of. So I found the restaurant that everybody's telling me to go to. Just to give you an idea, I was actually at the very top of that mountain over there, and then I walked through that village, and now I'm here. So I asked for a menu and I ordered breakfast. They had breakfast. So I have like an egg omelet with tomato and cucumber and a bread and cappuccino. There was two different options. I could get lunch or breakfast, and I decided to get breakfast. By the way, it was totally empty here a minute ago before I ordered. I flew the drone and like a giant group of students, I guess, out of nowhere, just come everywhere. So like I'm right in the middle. They're behind me, in front of me. There's just tons of them. So I don't know, you can probably hear them or see them behind me. So I just finished up lunch. I wondered if I could go down here, but the man said no. I actually have to go all the way back here where I came from, go all the way back up there, and then either A, walk down, or B, find a bus to take me down. Wow, so I'm quite tired. I walked down the mountain maybe 75-80% of the way, and as I was getting close to the bottom, there was a dog who was not inside his wall, he was outside, And he was not happy that I was going close to his house, but I had no choice. And so he was getting closer and barking and growling, and he wouldn't stop. He was a big, big dog. Anyway, there's nothing that I could do. So I turned around and slowly started walking backwards up the hill. I thought, okay, well, I'll hold my thumb and hitchhike to get to the bottom. Just as I kind of start going the other way, he alerted a different dog that was in front of me. I was now going up the hill, and so he alerted a different dog. So that even bigger dog came out of nowhere, and he started slowly coming after me and growling and barking, and they were not happy. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't win. I can't go this way or I'm going to die. I can't go that way, I'm going to die. So I'm like, oh my God, I found a wall. I thought, well, maybe I'll just climb the wall in case they come close. And they did. They're getting closer and closer. I climbed to the wall as they were getting closer and closer. And I held out my thumb. One person passed me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die before these cars stop. And then the next car, he kind of stopped. I gave him a big smile, like, hey, don't let me stay here alone. And he stopped. And I said, Vlora, going to the bottom? He says, yes. And he couldn't speak any English, but he asked me where I was from. I could understand that. And he says, Poland? I said, no, America. He says, okay. Then he said he went to America for 2 years. He couldn't speak any English, but that's fine. And his hat said, I love New York. So I'm like, yes. So he was happy that he could help me, and I was definitely happy that he could help me. So we were both kind of happy. Anyway, he brought me to the bottom of the hill. And that's it, so here I am. What an adventure. God, I hate dogs. There are so many dogs in this country, it's unbelievable. And most of them are friendly, but just some of them, you gotta be careful. That's it, that's my day. More dogs. I'm literally on my way home now. I have maybe, a 20-minute walk. That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed following me in these crazy adventures. If you have any comments or suggestions, definitely post them in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.